Welcome back to computer science. Um, Today I'm going to continue working on this week's programs that are due in a couple days. Yesterday we started them, just did a small session. But yeah, I'm going to jump in, continue working, then I'll be back to recall what I did in a little bit. All right, I'm not sure why that was so simple this week, but I just finished all the rest of the programs. Just a lot of lists, basic list stuff, like stuff that was like 5 lines, maybe 5 to 15 lines. Um, let's try to remember some of them. One of them gives you a letter and then a list of word or a string with words separated by spaces, and you need to basically print out the words that contain at least one of those characters. And I use that basically through with lists and membership operators and a for loop. Maybe not even. Maybe I might have used a list comprehension. Another one gave basically a string of integers separated by spaces. I needed to basically find the max and then subtract the max, or subtract each number by the max and print them out. Simple again. Another one was given a string of floats separated by spaces, find the average and return it as an int. Pretty simple. There was another one with words, wasn't there? Yeah, you given 2 sentences, find that are the same length, find the words that in each position differ, and then print out each pair on each line. So say, hi, my name is Sam, versus the second sentence is, hi, my name is Jerry. Then what would be printed out is Sam space Jerry. Okay. Hello, my name is Sam. Hi, my name is Jerry. Be hello, hi, Sam, Jerry. So that was a pretty simple one. Again, lots of really simple programs. What was this last one about? Not about an average. Yeah, given a list of integers separated by spaces in a string again, and then 2 numbers being the lower bound and the upper bound, basically print out the numbers that are within the range. And then another was basically given the first number is the upper threshold, and then a list, again, a string of words or string of integers separated by spaces, print out the integers that are equal to or below the threshold. So I think that's basically all of them. I think I just did 5 programs. Just all really simple. I don't know why it was so simple, but average contains character. Good. And then these subtracting list elements from max. Yep. Output values below an amount. That was the threshold one. Replacement words is the words that don't match in each sentence. Elements in a range. That's the one with the upper and lower bound. So, yep, that's it for now. I guess I'll be back later today. Now it's the beginning of Thanksgiving, officially, break, because I'm done with the homework. But I guess I'll find some stuff to do later today. So that's it for now. I'll talk to you later. See you. All right. It's now, I guess, Thanksgiving break for computer science. So I got to figure out what to do. So I think I'll just go ahead and check out Canvas, catch up on any notifications I missed, any grades. From there, yeah, I guess I'll go through some of this optional stuff from the textbook potentially. So, yeah, I'll be back to recall what I learned in a little bit. All right, so I went to Canvas first, checked on my grades, doing good, all caught up there. Notifications, all caught up there. So Canvas is clean. Then I went to Zybooks, my textbook, and did a little dictionary, basically non-graded problem that I skipped because I didn't have time when I was going through the actual lecture. It was a grade book. It was a very simple grade book that allows you to enter student names and grades, deletes entries, as well as prints the dictionary. And then I started lecture 26. Lecture 26 is about more about dictionaries, and the first unit is on iterating over dictionaries. So you can use for loop to iterate over the keys of a dictionary. If you do, anyway, hash. This idea of hash. Hash is a concept where basically hash takes something and translates it into like some kind of like number sequence, alphanumeric sequence or something, so that it can be more quickly and efficiently looked up or accessed. And so the Python interpreter hashes all the keys in a dictionary. So for more efficiency, speed, and during looking up. Okay, then we learned about view objects, I think they're called. These are view only, meaning you can't edit them essentially. They're non-mutable, they're mutable, but they're like representations of a dictionary, and so you can create some of them via some dictionary methods such as dictionary dot items, which will return basically for every element in a dictionary, it will return a tuple of that key, comma, value. Dictionary.values will produce, it's not a list, but it will return all the keys, and then dictionary.values return all the values. But these view only objects, are they called view objects? They don't get created all at once. It's not one big container. It basically generates results as needed to save on memory, so it's faster, but it also, therefore, you can't access different elements of that object with the view objects with indexing. But one way to get around that is to use list, the list built-in function around the view only object to create a list of those objects. Okay, iterating over a dictionary. If you use a for loop to iterate over a dictionary, keys are iterated over in the order in which the keys were put into the dictionary, inserted into the dictionary. Hash is a transformation into a unique value. So I said alphanumeric, I should have said unique value. That allows the interpreter to perform faster lookup or fast lookup. Python interpreter creates a hash for every key in a dictionary. So it's a view object, got that term correct. It's a read-only access to dict keys and values. So read-only, you can't actually access or edit them. Dictionary methods, items, keys, and values produce view objects. So dictionary.items returns a view object, it's just a view object that yields key value tuples. Dict.keys returns a view object that yields dictionary keys. Dictionary.values returns a view object that yields dictionary values. So view objects generate results as needed. They save memory, don't support indexing, and can't get around the indexing issue by the built-in list function. So that's it for today. We'll continue with more stuff tomorrow, so talk to you then. See you.